Now this shloka basically shows what are the disqualifications in understanding Bhagavad Gita. Now before Krishna says to Arjuna that if you give this knowledge to somebody, devotional service, to the devotees, you will be very dear to me. Krishna says that in the next shloka, that we will talk about book distribution. But here Krishna is saying, don't tell this message to certain varieties of people. But Krishna is the Supreme Father, so if he is saying you don't tell something to somebody, means you will not be able to take benefit of it. Just like you put water on sand and you put water on rock, what happens? Rock, the water will pass away. Sand can absorb. So similarly, sunlight is everywhere. Sun is not discriminating. But if some person locks the doors and sits down inside, like somebody says, what is Bhagavad Gita? You speak so many things. It is some religion, like that. We have so many religions. Somebody may say like that. Correct? Many people say like that. When we have joker government, most of the people speak like that only. They think Bhagavad Gita is some religion, some blind faith. Even today, the sorry state is youth is also like that. Modern religion. There is some kind of faith. And I don't believe in it. I have my own opinion. I have my own ideas. Now, so why is it that Krishna is telling these people don't tell Bhagavad Gita? Why? They cannot take the advantage of it. Just like the sunlight is there, and you say sun is not there, sun is not there, sun is not there. Why? Because all doors, windows are closed. Open the door, come out, sunshine is there. So glories of Bhagavad Gita doesn't require anything. It's just that I am holding myself and these people are anchoring themselves and they will not be able to understand the message of Bhagavad Gita. And on top of it, Krishna, the Supreme Personality, he doesn't want his devotees to waste their time and he doesn't want them to be troubled. Bhagavad Gita is a message of the Lord, confidential knowledge, which can only be revealed when the audience is submissive. Otherwise, this process does not work. So when is it that the person will not be submissive to or respectful to the message of Krishna consciousness? Number one, if the person is sensuous. A sensuous person is a bhogi. He is a pashupna. Just like we see another thing, we say in the Bhagavatam, Parikshit Maharaj says, Nivrittatar se upigiyamana bhavoshati shrotu mano virana kautama shloka vinanagana vinan pashubna. He says, unless a person is killer of his soul, there is no way he will not take benefit of the message of Gita. Message of Gita is so wonderful that only one kind of person cannot take benefit. Who is that? Pashupna, killer of the soul. So bhogi is actually a killer of the soul. He is killing himself. What is he doing? Killing himself. So he cannot take benefit. What is the category? Who are not austere. Or in the shloka it was, who is shamsu. So we should try. It's actually Krishna conscious so beautiful that whatever energy is invested in it, we chant in the name of Krishna, we read even one page, that is a permanent benefit. So there is nothing to worry actually. It is always an asset. Salmo abhyasa dharmaske trayate mahato bhaya. Even a little endeavor into this path is only going to benefit me. There is no going to be loss in this process. Whatever it is the benefit. In any condition, whatever condition I am in, Prabhupada used to say, try whatever condition you are to offer whatever service you can do to Krishna. And always it is pleasurable. Because Krishna is so merciful. It's not that we feel Krishna is saying, don't give mercy. No. What will happen in this condition, the mercy will not be, full benefit of the mercy is not going. But suppose somebody is in a condition is very sensuous there, and is feeling what is the use? No. Doesn't matter. Whatever you are able to do in that condition, do. Krishna is very merciful. He is seeing a situation. He will relieve you. Shanai, Shanai, gradually. Correct? So there is never a condition now, Are, mera to kuch nahi ho sakta. never a condition. Okay? But at the same time, we should know the philosophy. In fact, Prabhupada says, whenever I am in trouble, Prabhupada is to, always, Prabhupada says so many statements that are mark of his humility that do not actually signify his condition. Just like Krishnadas Kaviraj Goswami said, I am lower than the worm in the stool. It's not that Prabhupada says he is lower than the worm in the stool. Because he has written such a beautiful book, Chaitanya Charitamrita, he is our esteemed master. Similarly, Prabhupada also signifies so many times very humble statement. And I was not interested. My Guru Maharaj pushed me so much. I delayed so much. That is speaking like that. We should not think he is in that condition. He is our esteemed master because of his work that he has, whole life that he has done, and what he has left, and how he is still giving mercy, because somebody has to give us mercy, how we are advancing in Krishna consciousness. We are still actually surviving, just like all the planets are surviving on the glance of the sun. Correct? Sunshine, on sunshine, all the planets are surviving. If sunshine is not there, planets are gone. We cannot live for 1 second. So similarly, we are all living on the glance of the Acharya. On his merciful glance, like a sunshine, we are surviving. Correct? Our Krishna consciousness is growing because of the pleasure. Somebody has to be pleased. Krishna cannot be pleased directly. Krishna cannot be pleased directly. How is it that whatever little devotion service we are doing, it is going by an Acharya to Krishna? So here Prabhupada is speaking, is saying that be careful that you will not be able to absorb mercy if you do not give up sensuous activities. Okay? We give a very simple example. If the wood is wet, it is very difficult to burn the wood then. You can, smoke will come, then it will burn. The same way here, Krishna is advising, the message will not be benefiting you. So rather look at other people in this world. We have all this because Kali Yuga, all of us are thoroughly disqualified. Therefore, Chaitanya Mahaprabhu never tells any rules and regulations. That is not our process. That is not our process. What is our process? Does not matter. In fact, yesterday I was reading a letter of Prabhupada. Prabhupada is telling most of our devotees have come from hippie background. Most of them. They write it to one devotee. Make good propaganda there. My God, hippie? Hippie means the most sensuous people possible on earth. On the street, like dogs there. You know that is hippie. They leave the house and they live on the streets. And their eating, sleeping, mating and defending, everything happens on the street. Horrible condition. Correct? Or look at the Acharya. He said, most of my devotees are coming, make more canvas there. It's very nice. Hare Baba, what about they are in the public only, they are drinking, in public they are embracing, and public they are doing all obnoxious activity there. That can be washed in 1 second. Acharya is not bothered about that. Okay? So this is one category. In fact, Prabhupada says, the problem is when you offend great Acharya. That happens in India. We offend Acharya, then we offend Lord itself. Or Acharya, we offend the God itself. That doesn't happen in Western countries. They don't know Acharya, they don't know God. All they know about one messenger of the Lord Jesus, that's all. And they don't know anything much actually. They mostly came from Christian background. So we should be careful about this first fact that don't be sensuous. And Prabhupada says, whenever I need to fight, I loudly chant Hare Krishna. Any difficulty comes, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Keep chanting. In fact, we should incessantly chant. Maya is looking for an opportunity. It gets an opportunity when you are not chanting. The Madhyamadhikari status in Chaitanya Charitamrita is constantly chants in the name of the Lord. We feel sometimes, if somebody is constantly chanting, he is weak. I am strong devotee. I don't have to constantly chant. No. Incessantly keep chanting. Never feel your protection outside shelter of Krishna. Okay? Always, we are cooking, keep chanting. Hare Krishna, please protect me. We are walking, Hare Krishna, Krishna, please protect me. Every moment we need Krishna's protection. Special protection. Okay? So that is one. Don't be sensuous. And the second thing is that devoted. Who is not devoted? So, yes, everybody should be devoted, yes. Be humble to Krishna and devoted, bow down to Krishna. But then Prabhupada, then the Krishna is saying, not only who is not devoted, Prabhupada is saying, somebody may not be sensuous, he is following the regulations of society, but may not be devoted. Even he will not understand Krishna. Okay, somebody is not sensuous and he is devoted, but he is not engaged in devotion service. We're telling about chant Hare Krishna, he is very devoted, comes to temples, etc. Very pious man. Tell him chant Hare Krishna. Then Krishna is saying, even he cannot take benefit of this message. This message means basically Krishna, Bhagavad Gita is not different from Krishna. To understand the message of Bhagavad Gita is not different from seeing Krishna, it is same. So Krishna will not be visible unless you have an attitude of sevamukha, of service. So not only your attitude of service, we should do devotional service. It's very devoted. And do devotional service? No. No, that is not the job. And then, one who is not envious of me. That is also the more category. So one thing that should be there, on the offensive person, who is, just like it is said, what are the two people? Asasanga Tyaga E Vaishnava Sri Sangi Eka Krishna Bhaktara. Same thing Krishna has said here. Asat, the first three categories you can say Asat, and this is Krishna, Sri Sangi, and the next is Krishna Abhakta, who is not a devotee, who is not engaged, who is envious of the Lord. So these things, if you do not have, Prabhupada also therefore, right in the introduction of Bhagavad Gita says, at least theoretically you have to accept what? Krishna is the Supreme Personality of God. At least theoretically, otherwise you will not understand Bhagavad Gita at all. So we should actually try in this line, and we should with all sincerity try and see that these disqualifications, what are the 4 disqualifications? Number 1, we are sensuous. We have to accept the austerities which are mentioned in Bhagavad Gita. Somebody said Gita has nothing spoken. That means I never read Bhagavad Gita. Krishna doesn't ask anything to be done in Gita. We read, no? Every page there are so many instructions. Number 1. Number 2, who is not devoted, we have to be devoted. Then only we can understand Bhagavad Gita. Krishna is so great. Just like that person in Sri Lanka who did not know any language, but Guru's order, he was trying to read Bhagavad Gita. But his one qualification was that he was devoted. If we are devoted, yes, my Supreme Lord is there. Definitely, message of Gita will fructify. Not engaged in devotion service, we should be engaged. In fact, submissively reading Gita itself is a devotion service. And then last, is that we should not be envious of the Lord, because as Gita or Bhagavatam presents Krishna, Krishna is the Supreme Personality with all the opulence. So we should not be envious of Krishna. Srila Prabhupada ki